Uh, good Sunday morning to you guys. I wanted to do a live today. Let me see something here. I don't know if that started or not. Anyway, happy Sunday morning to you guys. I wanted to come on, do a quick live. I didn't really know what to talk about today, and I did a post last night on my news feed, and basically it said that I noticed that most people don't get excited about saving money, but if you tell them that they can earn an extra $1,000 a week, then they get really excited, man. And so it's funny because most of the stuff I post, about business, I really don't get much engagement on it or any messages about it. I do a lot of motivational type posts and stuff like that, and those get some engagement and some messages from that. But most of the business type posts I don't get much engagement on. And so I noticed that particular post, I got some engagement on it. I got some messages this morning that I had to reply to. So I figured I'd come on and do a quick live about that. And basically, people were asking me questions about that. And what I told them was the point of the post is that people just don't get excited about saving money. Like I could post on my timeline all day long. Hey, how would you like to save $200 to $500 on car insurance? Hey, how would you like to save up to $2,000 on your monthly bills without switching providers? Or I could say, hey, how would you like to travel the world? Save 75%, up to 75% on all your travel and travel the world. I could post that on my timeline, and I have, and I do, and I still do, and nothing. I get nothing on it. There's nothing. There's no engagement. There's no messages about it. There's nothing. Okay. But if you post something about making money, like I'm saying, the whole point of the post is if you tell people how much money they can make doing something, they get excited about that, right? That gets people going. That gets their blood pumping, and that gets them excited. And I'm saying most people. And I'm sure there's people out there that are going to disagree with me on this, but most people, you know, that's going to get them excited. So, so I made the post, and I got some messages on it, and what I wanted to say about it was that I worked as an executive chef for Marriott for 32 years, right? And we had some really good travel perks with Marriott with the companies. I mean, at first it was a Hilton International, then a DoubleTree, a Westin, and we always had good travel perks no matter what company was managing the hotel. You could get rooms for $49 a night, and you could save up to 50% on food and sometimes beverages as well at these hotels. So you were able to save a lot of money, right? But that's not why I took the job, right? I went there and I applied for a job years ago because I wanted to make money. I didn't get interviewed and say to the person interviewing me, "Hey, how much can I save if I go to the hotel down the street?" And some people may ask, I don't know. I said, "How much do I make an hour?" And I got started and I worked my way up, to executive chef. I was there for 32 years. But the point is, people just don't get excited about saving money. You know, they want to know how much money they can make. They want to go on vacations. They want to buy a new house. They want to buy new cars. They want to make their extra money. They want to know how much money they can make. People don't get a job to save money. They don't start a traditional business to save money. They don't start a home-based business to save money. That's a perk of doing the business, right? You're going to save on whatever your product or service is. You may save on taxes, right? But unless you're super rich, you don't wake up in the morning and say, "Oh, you know what, I'm going to start a business because I'm going to save all kinds of money on taxes," right? If you're super rich, you might say that because you need a way to pay less money to the IRS, to the government in taxes. But the average person isn't going to wake up and say that. The average person wants to know how much money they're going to make. Okay, so it's a perk of the business to be able to save money on whatever the product or service is, or to save money on your taxes at the end of the day. Those are all perks, but that's not why people do it. So, like I said, I own a restaurant now, right? But I could save money on food all day long. I could eat at my restaurant. I can buy the food off of my restaurant at a discounted price that I get from the vendors or the local restaurant supply store. here in town, and I could save money, right? I could save money instead of going to a restaurant, instead of going to an Olive Garden or an Applebee's or an upscale restaurant. I could, and buying a steak dinner, I can make that at home for 1/3 the price, or sometimes 1/4 the price, right? So I could save money all day long owning a restaurant. But that's not why I started. That's not why I purchased a restaurant. I own a restaurant to make money. I want to make money. I want to earn a living, for my family. I want to go on vacations. I want to buy things, right? That's why I got started. So the whole point of that post was that saving money on products and services, uh, that doesn't get people excited. People want to know how much money they can make. So, and this has been a debate in the industry for years and years. Do you lead with the product or do you lead with the service? And I go back and forth on it. I mean, do you lead with the product or do you lead with the opportunity, not the service? You lead with the product, the service, or the opportunity. And I go back and forth on this, all the time. But at the end of the day, the opportunity always seems to win. People want to know how much money they can make. So if you're promoting your company, if you're in a company and you're just not making any money, it's not because there's something wrong with the company, right? You don't need to join another company to be able to make money. You don't need to join another sponsor in order to make money. You need to find a way to promote your company to people in a way that will get them to respond. And I think that you'll have a better chance of that by letting them know how much money they can make. Don't tell them how much money. Don't tell them you're making that much money unless you are. Don't lie to them. And if people ask you, hey, how much money do you make? Well, you got to be honest with them, right? If you just got started, you say, hey, I just got started. I'm not making any money. Or, hey, I just got started last month. I made $50 last month. Or, hey, I made $100 last month. Whatever it is, be truthful with them. But then ask them, say, why do you ask? Why do you ask that question? Who asked that question anyway? Where else is it acceptable for you to ask somebody how much money they make? Ask them why they asked the question. And they'll say, no big deal. I mean, it's no big deal if you're not making any money. They'll actually tell you it's okay that you're not making any money, right? But hey, no, why? Why do you ask that? Why'd you ask that question? Because you want to find out what's really behind that question. Some people will tell you, oh, well, hey, my brother-in-law got started in this company and he paid money for 2 or 3 months and he just couldn't make any money and it was a scam. Found out it was a scam later on. And you say, no, that's not what this is. This is a legitimate company. We sell a legitimate product or service, whatever it is, and you can make money doing this. This isn't a scam. So you have to address that with people when they say that. You can't just let them off the hook. Say, hey, I just got started. I'm not making nothing. Why do you ask? Like I'm saying, where else is it acceptable to ask that question? Would you go to an interview tomorrow morning for a job, and while the HR director there is interviewing you, you say, hey, how much money do you make? Come on. I mean, if you're out at a party and you meet some people, you meet some new people, right? You meet a new guy, you say, hey, I work for UPMC. I'm a doctor. I'm a primary care doctor, or I'm a heart specialist, or maybe you meet a chiropractor or whatever. Do you say, oh, how much money do you make? No. Where do you ask that question at? Where is it acceptable to ask that question? Other than for some reason, if you're promoting a network marketing company, it seems to be acceptable, right? So just be truthful with them and tell them, but don't let them off the hook on it. Don't let them off the hook on it. And I'm bumping my table here and it's moving the screen, so I don't know if that looks funny or not. But don't let them off the hook on it, and find out what the reason is really behind them asking that question. See if there's a reason, if somebody they know got scammed, or whatever it could be. There might be an underlying reason that they're asking that. But anyway, that was the whole point of that post yesterday. And so last night when I put it on there, so I figured I'd come on today because I got a lot of messages about it. So I figured I'd come on today and just try to explain that the whole point of the post is that people just don't get excited about saving money, on something. They want to know how much money they're going to make. And like I said, people out there are going to disagree with me on that. That's fine. Put a comment down below this video. Say whatever you want to say. I'll leave it up there because I want to get some feedback on it. But in my opinion, and you'll still see me post on my page probably uh, later on about saving money on car insurance or saving money on this or saving money on that. But at the end of the day, those posts just don't get any engagement. Nobody responds to them. But if I say, hey, you can make $500 to $1,000 a week doing this, then people get a little bit excited about it, right? Then they start asking questions. Then they start engaging with you. Okay, so if you're out there promoting a company, you're struggling, you're not making money, maybe if you've been focusing on saving money, the product or service, or maybe the health, maybe you have a product that has a bunch of health benefits. Well, maybe, start laying off those health benefits. Again, that's a perk of being in that business. You're able to get this super product that helps you lose weight or helps you stay more focused, right? Or helps improve your memory or whatever it does for you, right? You're able to get this product at a better price, than you're able to save money on it. Well, in some cases, a lot of times in network marketing companies, you end up paying more for the product because it's a better quality product, right? But you're able to get the product. That's a perk of the business, but that's not why people are going to get started in the business most of the time with most people. Okay. So if you're in a company, you're struggling to make money, you're struggling to get things going, then, start telling people how much money they can make. And if you're struggling to get leads, as I've told you many times before, this is the biggest problem in the network marketer space. They have nobody to talk to, right? They're told to go out, talk to their family and friends first. That doesn't work for them. Then they have no one left to talk to, right? They keep going back to their family and friends. Pretty soon, they ruin the relationships they have with them, and the people just start avoiding them, right? So if you need people to talk to, I got a solution for that. I have a software that you can use that will get you highly targeted people responding back to you on Facebook in Messenger. Okay? I'll show you how to do this, right? You're going to get a 7-day free trial of this product, no credit card required. Okay? 7-day free trial, no credit card required, right? You don't have to call to cancel because you're not giving out any credit card information. I had a guy contact me the other day, right? He sent me an email. He called me on the phone. He left a message. He said, hey, this software program, I tried it out for 7 days. It's really great, but, I'm making enough money. He said, I don't think I really need it right now. He said, I want to cancel that. I said, well, there's nothing to cancel. So you didn't give us any credit card information. Nobody's going to bill you if you don't want to use the software anymore. You just stop using it. There's no need to call and cancel it. Okay, you're not going to get charged. We don't have your credit card information. There's no way we could charge you, right? No credit card required. You say, well, Bill, what are you doing? You're going to be cold messaging people on Facebook. Is that really good to do? Does that work? With this software, it works, guys. It'll work. With this software, it works. I'm telling you, it's worked for me. You don't have to take my word for it because you can use it 7 days for free. If it doesn't work, you just stop using it. Pay nothing. As far as cold messaging goes, I'll tell you this. One of the best network marketing trainers out there, Ray Higdon, actually advocates cold messaging. Right? And, he teaches his students, really not even to take that much time building rapport with people. Some people will tell you, hey, you can't cold message people. What are you doing? You can't do that. You got to build rapport with them. You got to find out where they live. You got to ask them, what they do for a living. You got to find out if they have a home-based business. You got to ask them about their home-based business. You got to see what they need help with, how you can help them. You got to come across as an expert to them so that you can let them know how you're going to help them with their home-based business. How are you an expert? How are you going to come across as an expert when you don't even make any money and you just got started, right? That's the problem with the internet nowadays. Everybody's a coach of this and a coach of that, right? I got a business card from a guy, an e-card in Messenger the other day. He had 6 different things he was a coach of. I can't even remember them all. He's a lifestyle coach. He's a motivational coach. He's a health and fitness coach. He's an internet marketing coach. He's a home-based business coach. He's a lead generation coach. Everybody's a coach nowadays. right? You look on Facebook, everyone's a coach. They're all and most of them aren't even making any money. So how are you going to come across as an expert when you just got started and you're not even making any money, right? You know, how are you going to build rapport with someone and try to find out what they need help with, what their needs are, and how you're going to solve them for them? You're not going to do that. You know, the best thing to do is just message them and ask them if they're open to taking a look at another way to make money, right? There's a bunch of different ways you can ask that question. And if you need help with it, let me know. I'll give you several different versions of it. But you know, there's a bunch of different ways you can ask that question. And you know, the people are either going to respond to you or they're not. You know, you might get one out of every 100 people you send that message to get back to you and say, "Oh, you got to build some rapport with me first. I got to warm up to you before you can ask me that question." You know what? Just say, "Hey, thanks for responding. Have a great day." You know, don't focus on them. You know, so cold messaging does work. Okay, and like I said, one of the best, internet marketing, home business coaches. I don't even, he's just, him and his wife are just, they're like from outer space. They're not even from this planet, right? They've both built huge network marketing organizations in other companies, and now they help people build network marketing companies, build their rank up. Their site's called Rank Makers. So you can look up Ray Higdon. Most of you probably know him anyway, and he advocates cold messaging on Facebook. How else are you going to find people? What are you going to do? You're going to drive around all night long the gas stations trying to find people to talk to? No, nobody does that anymore. You're going to have home meetings? No. You're going to go on Facebook and you're going to find people to cold message. You're going to look through different groups, try to find people in your niche market that you can message. So I got a perfect software for you to use. You get a 7-day free trial, no credit card required. So drop a message down below this live video or send me a direct message today and I'll send you the link out to that page. You can watch a quick 4-minute video. That's it, guys. 4 minutes shows you how the system works, right? And then there's also a rewards compensation plan associated with the product. There's a video down at the bottom of the page. We'll tell you about that. But you can get your 7-day free trial. You can use it for 7 days. If you don't like it, you stop using it. If you like it and love it, like I think you will, then you pay for it and you keep using it. Okay? It's Bill Soriano from Pittsburgh. Until next time, have a great day. Have a great rest of your weekend and stay safe out there.